train before getting struck by another incoming train. The man was pronounced dead at the scene. Amid yet another spate of violence in the subways, Mayor Adams unveiled a new plan to fight crime in the subway system. This all comes after a public safety summit at Gracie Mansion over the weekend. New York One's Alyssa Policelli explains.
A deadly fight over a cell phone, 2 stabbings, a violent shove onto the tracks, and a random knockout attempt. Some of the reported violent incidents on the subway in just the last 7 days.
They gotta pay attention, you know what I mean?
Subway riders say they continue to be on edge following months of violent incidents on the system. Mayor Eric Adams and Governor Kathy Hochul are hoping to ease fears with a new plan. It's called Cops, Cameras, and Care. 1,200 more cops deployed to the subway system, more cameras, and more mental health services for those who need it. According to the mayor's office, those suffering from mental illness are responsible for 40% of homicides on the transit system this year.
We're going to start to deal with the problem that New Yorkers understand, which is that we have too many folks who are struggling with serious mental illness in the public space, especially in the subways. And New Yorkers are compassionate. They feel for these people, but they also can be scary. And when you see someone who's acting out, who's yelling, who's screaming, who's getting physical, you want them to be dealt with.
As a part of the plan, there will be 2 new state programs serving homeless New Yorkers with mental illness. The first is called Transition to Home and will provide housing while being treated by medical professionals. The second, Community Residential Step-Down Program, will provide resources and benefits for the transition to more permanent housing upon hospital discharge. Subway riders say they will feel safer once people get the help they need.
Definitely after the pandemic, it's a lot of sick people in the trains, and they need a lot of help. Not only help, but places to live in good conditions. They really need it.
They really need to get these mentally ill people out off the street. They have to find affordable housing for these people. They have to put them somewhere so that these people can live a good life.
Subway safety was a big topic of discussion at the mayor's 2-day public safety summit over the weekend. Dozens of lawmakers, advocacy groups, district attorneys, and law enforcement attended the event at Gracie Mansion to look for common ground on ways to reduce crime across the city, particularly in the subway, where it is up more than 40% this year. In Queens, Alyssa Policelli, New York One.
Restrooms at subway stations will begin to reopen early next year as the MTA reverses its